how do you create a culture where you encourage people to take risks, where you encourage people to make mistakes, trial and error, incubate new ideas? How do you create that culture? Is there a process that you've put in place?
If you would have asked me 10 years ago, I would have said yes. Now I said I don't really know. But the interesting thing, I think, you can to a certain extent manage and lead processes for development and innovation. I think the next level is that you need to have a transformative leadership. So you need to have the courage to talk about creating the future and creating visions of that future without having the proof points. But more and more over the years, I've started to believe that it's even more important to build a culture. And that culture will be the strongest way for you to actually enable not only your management, but actually the whole community, including your partners, that curiosity of the future and exploring the future is part of what we do. So that cultural element, I think, is something that I try to stimulate. And as an example then, I think in my desperation maybe, so I have invented the banana card, is in IKEA. And that is basically, has been handed out wide and large to people, which means you have a Go Bananas card.
Okay.
And that means that it's basically an apology for a mistake that has not yet happened. But the good thing is I've already co-signed an apology for that mistake.
A Go Bananas card. Yeah. So that's what you hand out to people, is it?
Exactly. And it's more to symbolize, to say, it's not only allowed, I expect you to do mistakes. And when you do, we can apologize or we can laugh about it, we move on. Of course, not serious mistakes that would be harmful in any way to business or people or such, but to stimulate the thought of where the passion for the idea and the curiosity for acting on your idea is bigger than the fear of doing the mistake.
So how many Go Banana cards have you handed out?
Do you want a banana card?
I'd be happy to take one.
I think we're talking about probably a couple of thousand banana cards now. And the thing is, I'm happy to hand out the banana card to anyone who is happy to take a risk. And we do follow-ups as well on these mistakes.
Have any of those ideas that have come via banana cards actually translated into business decisions?
Many. So I think people are using, it's become a fun thing as well. So we see everything from our country managers in our big countries to store managers to people working in digital exploration refer to that. And some of them are being very tactical also to use it afterwards to apologize for something that went wrong. I've actually I tell you a fun story. The banana card partly looked like a Swedish driver's license. By accident, I gave that to a policeman in Sweden when on a customs control, and he said it's not applicable. So that's my mistake.
That was your mistake. You had the banana card that you co-signed.
I do have it.